Hey guys, what's going on? In this video, I wanted to provide some basic digital marketing strategies that you can use going into 2023. Whether you're using this as a service for other companies, or maybe you're a business owner yourself and you want to implement some of these strategies, it's going to fit for all kind of people, and I'm excited to talk about how you can grow your business in 2023. Before I hop in the video, thanks so much for stopping by. If you would hit that like and subscribe button, it really helps me out. I really enjoy making these kind of videos, and I'm going to be growing this channel a lot in 2023. So without further ado, I want to talk about the number one thing that a lot of businesses are focusing on in this digital age, and that's social media or social media management. So there's really four pillars that I like to contribute to social media management. The first being knowing your success metrics. What does a good, successful post look like? Maybe that's a lot of impressions, maybe that's a lot of comments, shares, likes. A lot of companies use different metrics to contribute to their success. And I think it's really important going into 2023 to know what metrics are you trying to improve. Maybe you just want to get more views, maybe that's more impressions. Then I would suggest, creating some more reels or some more videos that your audience is interested. But it's really, really important for you to know what metrics kind of contribute to the success of your business, especially going into 2023, where social media is going to be as big as ever. And the second is knowing your audience. And I think this is a really, really overused key, but it's very, true. People wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't true, but knowing your audience is the most important thing when trying to grow a business. If I'm creating a lawn care business, I'm not going to put out a post, asking people what their favorite type of drink is. That's just not the kind of thing that you're going to do. And this is a really easy step to really just get off the ground with your social media, is know your audience, know what your customer avatar would want to engage in, and then that kind of content that you're going to be producing is going to attract more and more people to your site, to your pages, and ultimately lead to a sale. The third pillar I have for success in social media is build a content creation system. I think a lot of business owners get caught up in the process of creating content. What does that look like? What kind of content would my audience even like? And how do I even go about creating it? Maybe I film a video, maybe I film a reel, maybe I go on Canva. Just build a system that works for you so that you can spend time on what really matters instead of going out and creating a ton of social media content that you're not going to use. A lot of time can be wasted in that Canva room, sitting at a laptop trying to figure out ideas. I think it's really important to schedule one day a week where you can sit down, create a whole bunch of ideas, and then schedule another day in that week to create all the content that you can use for your business throughout the week, maybe a month. I know that for my agency, what I do for a lot of clients is I create a content calendar for a full month. That way they know what they're getting a month in advance. They can edit them as we kind of go along. We can make changes before that post gets out, but it's really important to build a content system. And I encourage you to build kind of an Excel sheet or a Google sheet that's kind of a content calendar, so you know what's coming and some things that you can look at down the road. The fourth pillar, and pretty much the most important on this list, is cross-platform linking. You're wanting to get as much traffic and impressions as you possibly can for your business, ultimately because, like I mentioned earlier, everything is a sales funnel. You're going to want to be as successful as possible, so posting on as many relevant platforms that you can is really, really important to grow your business. For my agency, I make YouTube videos like this. I post on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. Twitter is kind of in a weird spot right now, but just knowing what platforms really that your customers are going to be on is the most important thing, and then creating a content strategy from there. But the most important thing is knowing that every piece of content should go across each platform so that it has more chances to be seen by people like you. Okay, going away from social media management, and like I said, I want to make this video kind of a basics. This is just really touching the surface in terms of digital marketing strategies. But the second thing I have on here is paid ads, because in 2023, paid ads again are going to be a much more popular thing, considering Meta is kind of going away from ads in terms of popularity, and TikTok is growing in the space. Google ads are being spent more than ever. So in my opinion, paid ads are a huge thing that you can utilize in 2023 if you have the budget and you do it right. For paid ads, you just really have to know your demographic, and as long as you know your demographic, you could put out a terrible ad, but a terrible ad with a bad demographic is not going to get any sales. But if you put a bad ad out there with the right demographics, chances are that people are going to see it anyway. You obviously want to have a good ad with good demographics, but a good demographic standpoint is a good place to be. Know what age, know what gender, know where they live. It's really important that if I'm a local business, I live in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm going to be targeting people in the Atlanta, Georgia or Georgia area. I'm not going to be targeting people in, like the Carolinas or the Californias or the Montana. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So know where your paid ads are going to go, know who, when, and where they're going to go. And that's the most important part of a paid ad. But the second most important part is knowing which platform is best. So if I'm, starting that lawn care business in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm going to probably post on Facebook. I'm going to probably post on Google and spend less time on TikTok and LinkedIn. LinkedIn could be a valuable one, but that's more for the digital digital and e-commerce side of things. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Is LinkedIn a good ad platform? I've tried it for my agency and I've seen some success, but for local businesses, what do you think? But obviously knowing where to spend your ad money is an incredibly important part of paid ads because, like I said, lawn care businesses in Atlanta, Georgia might not do as well on TikTok as like an e-commerce business on TikTok, because TikTok can scale and reach, millions of people across the nation, across the world, whereas a lawn care business in Atlanta, Georgia might not do the same thing. And the most important thing you want to do is put your money to work and make it work for you. You don't want to waste money. You want to obviously keep that ad spend and the ad return as high as possible. The ad spend is low and the ad return as high as possible. To knowing which advertisement platform to post on can save you a lot of money down the road, especially in 2023 where ad spend is probably going to increase a little bit. Another key to success that I see people make mistakes in all the time is don't underspend, but also don't overspend. There's a good sweet spot and like kind of a bell curve where you don't spend as much, you're not going to see results. And then if you spend the right amount, you're going to see perfect results. And if you overspend, it's ultimately just going to cost you way more than anything you could ever make. So know your sweet spot and stay in it. I think a lot of people kind of spend, $50 here and there on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on TikTok. They don't see results and they give up. That's not the problem. The problem is not your ads. Most likely the problem is the fact that you just didn't spend enough. So set an ad budget that's not too low and not too high, enough where you can really test what works, and obviously throw some different ads in there so that you know what works and what doesn't work. If there's an ad in there that has a cost per click at like 30 cents versus one that has like $1, you're obviously going to want to push the 30-cent cost per click because it's saving you that 70 cents, which throughout time is going to save you a lot of money. So as long as you do those three things, you know your demographic, you know which platforms are best, and you don't under or overspend, your paid ad strategy in 2023 should be pretty solid. Like I said, a lot of this comes with experience. You're going to just start learning what's working, what's not working, and you're going to get better at it. But in 2023, those are some really good keys to success for driving sales for your paid ad strategy. Now let's get into email marketing. One thing in email marketing, a lot of people think it's dead. It's most certainly not dead. Like I said, I have an agency that works with e-commerce clients, and email marketing is a big service of ours that we provide for our clients that, again, drive a lot of revenue that they wouldn't have had otherwise. The first thing you're going to want to do is build a list. You can do this by creating offers, giving people things that they would want for free that they're not going to sign up if you don't get them that in the first place. So like what I'm saying is, I'm not going to put an email list out there that says, hey, sign up for our email list. Well, they have no incentive. They have no reason to sign up. Whereas if I'm an e-commerce business and I'm throwing out something that's like, hey, sign up for our email list and you get 15% off your next purchase, that's going to incline me to then sign up. So once you have a list of a good like 500 to 2,000 people, which should be pretty easy to do if you're pushing that paid ads landing page as well as social media organic traffic, then you're going to want to create a good email strategy that could really drive you some good revenue. And I'm going to talk about how you can do that. So the first thing, obviously, with a good email strategy is create a good sales funnel. There's going to be things in that email that are going to be good call to actions, like book a call or book an appointment, learn more, things like that, shop now, that are going to give people that open your email something that they can go to where they can purchase or buy whatever kind of service or product that you're offering. So one thing that you can do to optimize the open rates of the email is A/B testing your subject line. For example, if I put a subject line out there that says, open this email, a lot of people probably aren't going to open this email because it comes across kind of spammy. Whereas if I put an email out there that has a subject line that says like, hey, quick question for Will or Josh or Jack or whoever I'm emailing to, then that's probably going to get more opens because it's personalized. It's talking to the person that you're trying to get to open the email. And then optimizing that is the most important part, because if nobody opens your email, nobody's going to see all the work that you put into creating a solid email and ultimately driving a sale. So if you can establish some good strategies on social media, paid ads, and email marketing going into 2023, like I said, I'm just scratching the surface here. So my whole channel is built on creating these marketing services and marketing tips that I provide to you guys for 100% free. Then you're going to drive some great results in 2023. But if you did stay to this point in the video, thank you so much. I would really appreciate a like and subscribe as I post these kind of videos on a weekly basis, trying to get to 2 to 3 videos a week. I don't know, we'll see. But thanks so much for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.